Pete from Arcade Lunatics. Just doing a quick demo on my wonderful VPIN. You might have seen other videos that I've done in collaboration with a few other guys and girls on the group, with Guitar Hero being used on a VPIN, and also light guns on a VPIN as well, which is great because it just shows the versatility of what a visual pinball can actually do, other than playing amazing tables such as the one that's on the screen, for which we will not refer to its name. The Forbidden Table is probably the closest thing I'll get to it, but it is one of my most treasured and favourite VPIN tables. The screen does look a little washed out because of the video recording, but when you're in person standing in it in a normal position, it's just totally mind blowing with the DOF and everything. But anyway, that's not what we're here today. I've been looking at all these vertical builds, and I love my arcade cabinet. It's amazing. But just like everyone else who goes down the rabbit hole of retro gaming, I'm thinking, I wonder if I can get a vertical build onto this. And this is like essentially a part one, proof of concept. So we've got a 43-inch 4K play field and a whole bunch of other screens that I use for pin-up popper, and which is great. And so, but like Guitar Hero and the light gun build that I've had on here before, I've now started building out a launch box, big box combination to play verticals on here. Now, for some, like Legends pinball machines, have got arcade sticks and everything on there. I don't have the room for that. I have got an arcade stick that I got today, and I'm not happy with it, but I think I'm more actually just comfortable using an Xbox controller. Well, this one's just a clone, and I can just sit on my stool and play vertical games on here as well. So I'm just going to quickly flip through to the wheel that I've got at the moment. This is the vertical Pinball Arcade build that I'm doing just for my VPIN, and if people are interested in this or want to help participate and build this up, I'm more than happy to collaborate. Again, this is something that I thought, it's not costing me anything extra on my VPIN. It's just other than my Xbox controller, which I've used for things like the Batacera build and the like, and I've done grab some artwork and videos just to fit into where I want it to be on here. So I'm just going to launch into big box. There is a really cool vertical big box build. Actually, there's quite a few actually, but this is the one that I particularly really like because it just sits on the screen fantastic. I've got some scripts that run behind the scene to get it to do what it needs to do on my VPIN. So there is a little bit of magic. Happy to share the script. The script is so unbelievably simple. You probably blow your brains out going how easy it is to get it to spin around. I'll do another quick video in part 2 of this video shortly with regards to also getting Galaga Assault going on this, where it sits upside down, and thanks to Brian who told me about that, and this little app that I've found and the script that I've found, I can actually spin the orientation of the Teknoparrot game onto the VPIN so it actually plays it in the correct aspect ratio of no bezels, and it looks absolutely fucking fantastic. But you know, there's quite a few games on here. I've got to go through and weed a few of them out because some of them I really just want to focus on true verticals. And you can see I'm using my hands on my VPIN to actually control up, down, left, or right, or I can get my trusty controller, or if I had a joystick, I could do that as well. And again, like, there's some games that I'm sure probably don't really fit on here in the aspect that I need it to. But things like Frogger and all those other games are just look absolutely amazing. So I'm going to just start with, I'm going to do the Galagas, right? So you can see how Pin-Up Popper with the third-party screen plugin just works really seamlessly with my virtual pinball. I've got like the top one, which is just going to be a static marquee. Occasionally a game does pop up on there, but arguably just keeps the vertical Pinball Arcade marquee. There's Galaga Assault, but I will go to that shortly. But I'm just going to go firstly select, and I can select with my controller, or I can select with my VPIN, and then I'm just going to select Galaga, and because I've got the script going, I've got the spinning the orientation correct on the VPIN. There's nothing more I needed to do in MAME. There are some vertical bezels that are floating around, but I find because I've got a VPN and I've already got like the marquees and the fan art and the logos, etc., I find that sometimes the marquees actually just reduce the size of the actual screen, and I'm just like, by the time I reduce it, I might as well just play it on my big, landscape horizontal cabinet screen. Here I'm using essentially the whole screen, and in some cases, for some games, it uses the entire screen. So insert coins, I've actually still kept it with my VPIN, so I'm just going to insert coins and press 1. You just see how bad I am on here. And it's really, really cool. I'm really enjoying it. I think this setup could work out really well. You know, I'm trying to get Marty hooked into another project that he is saying that he can't afford to do, but you know, he was eyeing up some sort of vertical virtual pinball cabinet, I think, in our sort of admin chat. So I'm really just trying to poke the bear and get him in trouble with his missus and everyone else to expand his horizons on virtual pinball machines and vertical type builds. So anyway, so this looks friggin' amazing, and I guess it just shows you the versatility of a VPIN. Oh shit! I lost myself there. Rightio. Okay, and I'll just escape out of that, just like I do with any other game, and it takes me back to this menu. And then I'm going to quickly just go into Galaga Assault, and hopefully it's not going to make a liar of me. It will do the flipperoony on there, so I'm going to tighten up some of the timings around that. But the main thing is what it's doing is it's spinning the screen to the correct orientation in the script, and then the game now plays in the correct aspect ratio, and you can see like in this case I've pressed obviously some button because I've got some crazy shit going on with the controller. I'm not sure what I've actually done there. I think I might have tweaked one of the settings. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. But it looks absolutely fantastic. And that's it. So I will leave it be, and I'll let you all go, and have a good evening.